The idea is to take it a step forward and to innovate, or else why am I doing it? I don't want to be just another can in the assembly line. You know, I want to, create, do something that's totally different and unusual. It's like, I hate to say it, but it's like what all songwriters say. It's true. It's like you don't write the song writes itself, and it just kind of falls into your lap. It's like when you say, gee whiz, did I do this? It was that sort of thing.
Is video the same, or is video more work?
Kind of. I think so. It's a cousin of the same creative, intent. I think. You let it create itself. Really, I know I do.
E aí, seus fela! Confesso que eu tava ansioso pra gravar este vídeo sobre Thriller! Thriller, todo mundo sabe que é o álbum mais vendido do mundo, cerca de 100 milhões de cópias, e é imbatível. Não dá mais pra se bater Thriller, é impossível. Porque não se contabiliza mais como antigamente. Hoje tem muito artista que lança músicas em stream, toca tudo lá em stream e tá ótimo, tá fazendo sucesso, não lança mais nada físico. Lançado no dia 30 de novembro de 1982, Thriller foi um marco na indústria musical. Ele acabou sendo nomeado o salvador da indústria fonográfica. Sim, porque cá pra nós, naquela época, a música não estava sendo levada muito a sério. E ele também mudou essa história de consumir música, ele mudou o jeito de se consumir música, porque agora não é só o áudio, também era o visual. Porque os clipes antigamente eram só o artista cantando, um jogo de luzes, estava perfeito. Thriller foi dirigido por um diretor de filmes que topou na hora em fazer a direção. Na realidade, o John Landis, ele falou assim, cara, eu nunca fiz esse negócio, mas vamos lá ver que bicho que dá. Mark explicou pra ele que queria fazer uma espécie de curta-metragem, só que essa brincadeira toda custou cerca de $1 milhão para Michael Jackson. Mas ele não tava nem aí, ele falou, não, bora.
Because you were real nice on the phone. I didn't think you would be nice. For some reason, really.
I was nice on the phone?
Very nice.
I think it was the connection.
Well, we're trying to bring back the motion picture shorts. And I wanted Thriller and Beat It to be a stimulant for people to make better videos or short films.
Incredible impact that Beat It had. Were you a bit disappointed when you found out that Michael Jackson had chosen John Landis to do Thriller?
Mm-hmm. I think all creative people who have egos would be disappointed, but I think the choice to choose John for that kind of piece, that he had experience in Werewolf, and he's a fine major league director, and I think their collaboration is wonderful.
Beat It, directed by you, Thriller by Landis, both had these dramatic manhole scenes.
The manhole scenes are Michael's. That was one of the scenes that in Beat It, he suggested.
In my opinion, it has to be completely entertaining and have a sense of, a linear sense of continuity. As far as, I like having a beginning and a middle and an ending. So you could follow a story and not just be a collage of images, And sometimes that's great too. It depends on what the director has a visionary, what he sees really.
How much do you put, how much faith or trust, or how much of it do you let the director decide? Are you very involved in the concepts?
Oh, I'm very much involved in complete making and creating of the piece. I mean, it has to be from, my soul. Usually, it's an interpretation of the music, so I would think so, yes.
But I'm hearing a radio next door, by the way, so I just picked the wrong time to start cranking the tune. Did you hear that?
Every time you play.
I love working with John Landis because we laugh a lot. We're never serious on the set. So it's fun working with John because I get to throw water balloons and stink bombs and everything at him. That's a ritual for me. After we wrap on each video, I throw a lot of stuff at everybody. So that's fun.
That's awesome. How did you first meet John?
I met John right before doing Thriller. I called him on the phone. I think he was in London. And I told him what I wanted to do and what the concept was. And we came together and we wrote it, the two of us.
Now, when you were talking concept with him, did you envision it as being a movie or a music video? Because it seems it's more of a film.
No, my idea was to make a short film, you know, with conversation in the beginning and make that kind of linear and to bookend it with conversation at the end. But John and I, because he's such a fun guy, I really love working with him. We just sat together and the chemistry, it started working, you know. He's fun.
Do you remember, were you a fan of horror movies in particular?
Believe it or not, I'm afraid to watch scary movies. Honestly, I don't quite like to watch them very much. I never thought I'd be involved in making that sort of thing, but I am.
Cool. And the two movies that, you know, well, there's the werewolf scenario at the beginning, and there's the Night of the Living Dead dance. Did you see any of those movies?
No. I did see An American Werewolf in London, which I thought was really fun. No, I haven't seen the classic werewolf one.
When was the last time you saw Thriller?
Gee, I don't know. I thought about watching it again, but I don't, because I don't want to scare the children. My idea, I always try to be a pioneer and an innovator in whatever I do, and my dream was to always make, you know, short little films, because I'm a big fan of the Three Stooges. And I love watching Curly, who I think is wonderful. And they make these like 15-minute shorts. And I said, gee, I would love to do something like that one day, you know, with a linear story. So this was my opportunity. Rod Temperton, who wrote Thriller, that was one of the first raps, actually. He thought of having a rap at the end of it. And we called up Vincent Price, and he says yes right away. So Rod was taking the taxi from his hotel. He's a German fellow. From his hotel to the studio, and he wrote it within transit. And he did a great job.
Did you ever meet Vincent or get to?
Yes, I've known Vincent Price since I was 11. And first time I met him, it was at NBC Studios, and he said, "Come here," like that, in his kind of gruesome voice. And I started to cry because I thought he was serious. Because I used to see him by turning the channels and those kind of, I think he was in The Raven and The House of Wax or something. So he scared me.
Was there any talk of trying to get him actually in the video? Or
Pardon?
Did you actually get Vincent physically in the video? Or
no, there was never any talk about that, no.
Okay, and some of the dialogue, we were watching the video earlier, and do you remember any of the dialogue from the scenes? Anything that jumps out at you from the film at the beginning with all of?
From Thriller?
Yeah.
Do you
have a favorite line or favorite part of that? Because we were all...
Oh, I like the scene when I'm looking at when the girl, all these zombies are coming toward us, and she thinks she's safe with me, you know, being her boyfriend, and she looks over to me and I become one, and then we do that famous pull in and pull out movement, the Hitchcock move, and I love that moment. Then I become one. It's fun.
Yeah.
It was a delicate thing to work on because I remember my original approach was, how do you make zombies and monsters dance without it being comical? So I said we have to do just the right kind of movement so it doesn't become something that you laugh at, but it just has to be, you know, take it to another level. So I got in a room with Michael Peters, and he and I together kind of imagined how these zombies should move by making faces in the mirror, and I used to come to rehearsal sometime with monster makeup on, and I loved doing that. So he and I collaborated, and we both choreographed the piece. And I thought I should start, you know, like that kind of thing, then go into this kind of jazzy step, you know.
It's awesome because it
kind of gruesome things like that, you know. Not too much ballet or whatever.
Right. It has that stiff movement to it.
Yeah.
You know, the length at that time, a 14-minute video, was pretty much unheard of. Were you worried at all that
No,
you guys were down
because I knew if we did something with substance and content that people would watch, and it had great entertainment value, and if it held you, I knew we'd be okay, and that was the idea, you know.
When you made the video, when you were making it, when you finished it, did you realize just what you'd accomplished, that this was going to be this groundbreaking?
When I was in the editing room, I knew I liked it. I enjoyed it. You know, it has to be satisfying for me. And I enjoyed what I had seen when we finished it. So I was happy with it. Never totally satisfied, but I was happy.
What about it would you have changed if you could?
I'm not always happy with certain cuts and angles and the timing and, you know, those sort of things, you know.
Your own worst critic, huh?
Yeah, it has to be just right.
Michael também foi aconselhado a não participar daquela parte que ele faz aquela transformação em lobisomem. Só que ele queria, ele falou assim, não, eu quero fazer. Não, mas Michael, vai ser horas de maquiagem, demora pra caramba pra fazer, você vai ficar muito tempo sentado, é um pé no saco, vamos pegar um dublê? Ele falou, não, eu quero fazer. A MTV, que até essa altura já tinha engolido Michael Jackson, foi obrigada, né? Ela tinha que passar o clipe 2 vezes por hora. Não estou exagerando. Era muita gente ligando. Você, novinho aí, que nasceu nos anos 2000, que pra mim você tem tudo 10 anos de idade. Naquela época, você não entrava no YouTube e colocava lá, eu quero assistir tal clipe de tal artista, tal música. Você tinha que esperar esse clipe passar na televisão, gravar pra você poder assistir. Isso se você tivesse um videocassete, porque naquela época era um trambolhão desse tamanho e era caro pra chuchu.
What's extraordinary about all this is that Quincy is wiping his face.
When Michael did it, half of it would come off on a napkin, though. I'm starting to look as bad as Michael did.
So for all the people who have just been told that they're going to see Michael Jackson, it's sort of a surprise. Something seems to have happened to you.
Yes, definitely. We're working on...
Working too hard?
Yeah. Working on a movie short, which is like 10 minutes, for the Thriller album, the song Thriller. And it's really exciting what happens.
Could you tell us a little bit about the story? I think you're taking your girlfriend to the movies or something?
Well, we're coming from the movies, and as we're coming out, these incredible, awful-looking dead creatures come out and try to hurt us. As they close in on us, an amazing thing happens, you know. It's really going to be exciting.
And who's directing it?
John Landis.
Oh, he's the fellow who did the
Trading Places, Werewolf in London,
Yes.
Twilight Zone, National Lampoon.
You're a fan of that sort of film, aren't you?
Yeah.
Gory type thing?
Oh, no, not really. No.
Really, Michael?
No, I'm not.
Really?
I'm too scared of it.
Are you scared of yourself when you look
Yeah.
at yourself? You are?
Yeah. Yeah, I never was a horror fan. I like Vincent Price. I like, you know, the House of Wax.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was brilliant.
Michael, I think this is going to be the Citizen Kane of the videos. I really do. It's going to be the most
Thank you.
revolutionary thing in the history of in the videos, you know.
Well, the videos are getting to be...
I mean, it's a new art form now, but I think this is leading the way. Beat it, and this one is leading the way.
All right. Here we go. This is
Haven't had much rest.
If this was a commercial for a toothpaste, I think...
Michael.
once more right away. Here we go. Right away. Let's go right away. Right away, please. Hold your positions. Now waiting. Recue. Let's go right away. Okay, here we go. Ready and... I just gave you the thumbs up. All right.
Do you feel anything when you come in here, Mike? Or is it just the presence of Quincy that makes it exceptional?
It's both. It's both. A lot of hard work when
We spent a lot of time
E.T. and Thriller at the same time.
laying down on the ground at midnight.
Yeah, sleeping.
18 hours a day like you're doing to
Oh,
James?
it was more than 18. Oh, yeah, it was really a marathon because in 3 months' time we did a Thriller and the E.T. storybook album in 3 months. It was more than 18, wasn't it, Michael?
Yeah.
Felt like a week or something.
Oh, man. We were sleeping out on the couch. Wake up, mix it, go back to sleep. Sing, wake up.
And you get your Charlie's hand going about 10 o'clock.
I suppose the people that are looking at us are going to be surprised to see this muscles being the snake here. How long have you had this beautiful beast?
Gosh. I was doing a little bit before Thriller. I had him probably about almost a year now. I've always had boa constrictors and been amazed by snakes.
You've always had them?
Oh, yeah, through the years.
She has a lot of animals. A llama.
Yeah, I love animals.
But you've never been scared by snakes?
Not, no. Well, some, you know, all their personalities are different according to what type of snake it is. I think boas are great.
And this type of snake is not dangerous?
Well, I don't think so. Some people would.
Could it be
dangerous? They squeeze, yeah, they squeeze. They can really squeeze. I think he's great.
What other animals do you have?
A llama, South American llama. 2 deer, Prince and Princess are their name. I raised them on the bottom. They're little baby fawns. He looks like a ram, but he's a sheep. He's a mouflon sheep. His name is Mr. Tibbs.
Like the film.
Right, right.
Yeah, and this is mussels. And we got all kinds of birds and swans.
What about the what is it? A leopard on the cover of the record?
Mm-hmm.
Is that yours?
No, it isn't. I had a big tiger over last weekend.
You were at the house?
I love it.
Really?
Yeah, huge. And I had a baby chimpanzee.
Right.
Oh,
Was the tiger friendly? Was he
Ooh, no, he was tough.
Oh, really?
Jane Fonda came over, you know, and we were fooling around with him.
Really?
It was great.
What,
he was
live
huge.
tiger?
Yeah, he was huge, gigantic.
Mm.
And everybody was scared of him, you know.
These animals, you keep them in the garden, like, are they in a cage, or are they?
Some are, and I let them walk about and walk them around the neighborhood. They stop traffic. Whenever I walk my llamas, bumper to bumper traffic, everybody wants to see him, and they jump out of their cars and ask questions. And he's really big. He's taller than I am.
Michael ganhou com esse disco 7 Grammys, 8 American Music Awards e 3 prêmios no MTV Music Awards. Thriller foi parar no Guinness Book como o álbum mais vendido de todos os tempos, e até hoje a gente sabe disso. É um disco que lançou tendência para muita coisa, de comportamento, de moda, de crítica, de música, de audiovisual, de tudo que você pode imaginar. E Michael fez jus àquilo que ele tinha prometido no lançamento de Off the Wall. Da próxima vez, eu vou fazer o melhor disco de todos os tempos. E ele fez. E é isso, seus fellas. Muito obrigado e até a próxima!